What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here with the review for Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 10, episode number 8, and it's titled Happily Mena After. Nope, Happily Mena Ever. That's what it's titled. So, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into this episode. Alright, you guys, so this episode is all about Safari and Erica's wedding, which I'm okay with that. It is what it is. It was Martin Luther King Day. So yeah, I'm cool with it. I am cool on it. So we saw Safari. So Safari went over to Yandy's house, and I'm like, didn't you just have a whole big debacle with Erica about Yandy? But now you're going to Yandy's house after the bachelor and bachelorette party to talk to Yandy. And he's talking about, Yandy's a married woman. I'm like, is Yandy really a married woman? Because last time we remembered, Yandy and Mendices didn't actually go through with their wedding. So, well, they went through with the wedding, but they didn't really go through with the whole shebang of, making it illegal. So, don't really know if you can call Yandy a married woman. And then, for the last few years, Yandy's husband has been in jail. So, again, I just don't know how we can call Yandy a married woman. But, hey, maybe that's what he want to call her. He want to call it that. So he's telling Yandy that, he's basically just stressed out with this whole situation with Erica. And one, I'm like, you got a woman that is pregnant, so she has hormones. And then number two, he talking about, he understands the fact that she has issues with Rich, but he doesn't know what the issue is, what happened between she and Rich. And I'm like, Safari, you got to be bullshit with me. Don't tell me you didn't ever watch this show before you got on the show. And you don't know nothing about Safari. I'm not Safari. Rich rubbing pennies and Erica Mena. Like, everybody knows about how they ended. So Yandy tells him, like, when it comes to the marriage, you gonna have some days that you gonna have some rough times. Like, you gonna go through some shit with each other. So the key is sticking through it. And he's expecting things to be like it was when he got engaged. I'm like, wow, I'm not even married, and I know that you can't expect that shit forever. And I think Safari, when it comes to his communication skills, he just lacks a little bit. It's like it's like he's stunted in his growth, I would say. Like, I don't understand, really don't. So then we see that Erica, neither one of them went home the night before. So we see that Erica, she spent the night with Remy. And, so I do agree with Erica on the fact that, Rich has done some shit to her over the years. Do I think Erica should still be holding on to the shit that Rich has done to her over the years? Not necessarily. I mean, I really don't think she should. I mean, you got Safari, you got a good guy. So I feel like it's time for Erica to just be like, you know what, rubbing pennies is a part of my past, and let's leave him in the past. Now, I get that she might not want to see him around, and that's cool. I would tell Safari, if you're going to be friends with him, make sure that I don't see him. Make sure that he's nowhere near me. Like, just do that small little favor for me, and you and I are going to be 100% good. But the fact that I definitely do get it. It's the fact that he does keep bringing him around. Well, it's not even rubbing pennies. It's the fact that Safari just keeps doing small little things that he. I get. I get it. Especially with the Yandy shit, he made that shit something that it really wasn't. And then this thing, I ain't gonna say it's something that's not. It wasn't. It's the fact that they just don't. They have a sordid past. So why would you do that? And Remy just gives Erica some advice as well about marriage. And she's like, you gonna let rubbing pennies keep you from getting, going and claiming your man? I was thinking the same thing. Like, you're gonna really sit here and let that little small thing stop you from getting married? Whatever. Moving on. All right, you guys. So Kimbella, man, Kimbella gave me the laugh of the night. So oops, shit, excuse me, y'all. So Kimbella says that Jewels is in jail for a silly gun charge. And I'm like, wow, a silly gun charge. Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the nigga that was in the airport with a gun? Don't know how silly that is, Kimbella, but okay. If you want to call it a silly gun charge, it's a silly gun charge. Not really, but I mean, let it have it. Silly gun charge. Yo man was in an airport with a gun. Okay. So, she's expecting a phone call from Jewels. So then, she gets the phone call and she tells him how, she's gonna meet up with Chrissy and Juju. And then, she also tells him, like, so, you got all this unreleased music and, when you in jail, one of the bags is cut short. I'm like, one of the bags is cut short. When he was out, was he putting out music? No. He might, well, nope, nope, no, no. I mean, unless he was doing some mixtapes, which I never heard of, unless he was doing some small tours in, New York. I don't know what bag. I really don't know what bag got cut short, and I'm not being funny. I just don't know. I really don't know what bag got cut short. But yeah, she's telling him since he got all this unreleased music, her and his brother Twin, they want to put out some of his music, and so they need his, approval to put out the music. And Joel's is like, I'm okay with it, baby. I'm good with that. And I'm like, okay, go ahead and put that music out. Let's see how far it goes. Let's just see how far it goes. So then we saw Chrissy, and I think Chrissy, huh, she's a lot better than I am. I will say that because she and Jim are damn near 50, and here you are fussing with the man to clean up and to, you telling him don't smoke weed in the house, but you can clearly smell the weed. Is that video that they posted on that was posted recently where he was in the bathroom laughing? It's childish as fuck is what it is. But and you can clearly tell he was hella high. So then, she asked him, she asked him, could he keep the house clean? I'm just like, really? Can he keep the house clean? That shouldn't even be something that you would have to ask him. Like, can you keep the house clean? That is not a question that you have to ask your man. That is something he should know to do, but, whatever. So, she's, they talking about, she's wondering how is Kimbella, with the kids. And, he was like, I need to go check on her, because, Jewels is like, Jewels is his brother. And, and then he also says he needs to write Jewels. And I'm just like, okay. So he's been gone for how long? You haven't written him? Might as well just wait until the homie come home. I'm just saying. Might as well just wait till he comes home. So then, we also see when Kimbella met up with, Juju and Chrissy, and they're talking about music and the music that she wants to put out, and she says that she wants Jim on a feature, and Chrissy's like, oh yeah, that's cool, and she said, and then she segues into talking about how none of the guys have reached out to her since Jewels has been in prison, and Chris is like, well, I'm glad you mentioned that. And so she takes out not a wallet. She takes out a envelope and she hands it to her, and she says, "This is from Jimmy to give to Jewels. This is some money for him." I'm like, "Oh, where did Jimmy get money from?" Never mind. Don't really care. Let's move on. All right, you guys. It's wedding day for Erica and Safari. So we see Erica. She's at the castle. She's getting her makeup done. And she gets her dress. She puts her dress on. Well, actually, she didn't put her dress on just yet. She got her makeup done. She's just walking around, and then she bumps into Tahiri, and she and Tahiri are just talking about the events that happened the night before. Do I don't I really don't know what to think when it comes to the events from the night before, because I think to an extent I get where Erica came from, but I don't think she should have reacted the way that she acted. I don't think Erica should have reacted the way she did. Yes, you might not want Rich around, but he's at Safari's party, so he's not in your party. Now, if it was a joint party, then I would understand it a lot more. Like, this is a joint party. Why is homie here? I don't fuck with homie. That I would understand a lot more. But, I mean, Erica's entitled to feel the way that Erica feels. So, yeah. So then we see Safari. Safari's on his bike. Obviously, Safari's heading to the venue because we know that they got married. So, once he gets to the venue, his sister comes in and she has something from Erica to him, and it is his uncle's rosary, and he just breaks down crying. I'm like, oh, that is really sweet. That is, they just posted the pictures of the wedding of his side of the party. His sister in that red suit, bad as fuck. She looked good. So then they go do this first look thing, which I've never heard of before. I always thought it was. I always thought the tradition was that you're not supposed to see the bride in her wedding dress before the wedding, but new age shit, I guess. But where am I at? So yeah, so when they did this, he presented Erica with a signature bracelet. Well, it was a love bracelet that is in the signature of her father, and I'm like, oh, that's sweet. I really did like that. This episode was, pretty good. So let's get to which is really wasn't a lot of drama, but we see Joe and Tahiri, so they show up together, I guess, and she's like, oh God, you're here, and Joe's like, what's going on, Tahiri? And she's like, I'm just tired of defending myself. And, I actually will say I like Joe Sue. So then Yandy and Jonathan show up. And Tahir's like, oh, a wedding crasher? He's like, no, I'm a +1 to her. She says, oh, so you weren't really invited, huh? He said, well, you just recently got invited because you just became friends with her. She's like, no, Eric and I have been friends, so you might want to calm that down. And Joe's like, what is going on here? What's going on here? And, they explain to Joe they explain to Joe, which is stupid, especially on Jonathan's part. Jonathan ain't got shit to do with this. If Joe wants to just somehow get back with Tahiri, that is between Joe, Tahiri, and Sin. And not really even Sin. It's between Joe and Tahiri. Now, yes, Sin is his baby mama, but they can sit down and have I don't think that Tahiri would do anything to Sin's son. No, I don't. So, I was so happy that Joe told Jonathan, I get that you Cynthia's friend, but mind your fucking business. That's what you gotta do is mind your business, and then you will be good. And then Tahiri and Jonathan are still just going back and forth with each other, and I'm just like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Now Tahiri, I get it. Tahiri is defending herself and basically telling Jonathan the same thing that Joe just said. Mind your goddamn business. Like, please. So, the wedding goes off without a hitch. Beautiful wedding. It ain't nothing to repeat on that. We also did see that Messy Red and Sierra from Atlanta showed up. They didn't get in, but after the wedding, Erica goes and talks to them. I don't know how real or true this shit is. Don't really 100% care. But you guys, that was basically it for Love and Hip Hop New York. So, be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else, share this video, and also if you guys would like to follow me on social media, I am on Twitter at JB_the_CEO. I am on Instagram at Jbsayzwhat, and I'm also on Snapchat at MrGB_it is to you. So until the next one, which is Love and Hip Hop Miami, I will catch you guys later.